If you're looking for a business line of credit from a credit union such as Penfed, I've got good news for you. Especially if you have fair credit, I want you to really pay attention to this top credit unions. The first one that really works similar to a Penfed is actually Service Credit Union. So Service works like, first of all, to actually get membership with Service, you got to be affiliated with the military or, well, let's say, law enforcement in general. But there are actually workarounds that, okay. And with Service Credit Union, you are able to get a business line of credit real fast, especially if you have fair credit, okay. And the cool thing about the service is that you are able to actually use the cash. I mean, they place no restriction on the credit on the line of credit. Okay, so you can use the cash for making payroll in the slow season. You can stock up on holiday inventory, or you can cover an unexpected expense. So that's really cool. And what you will love with the service is that they will approve you for a maximum of $250,000. So if you're looking for a PenFed fair credit business line of credit alternative, think about Service this year. Okay. And so you can start the whole conversation with Service by calling 1-800-296-4644. So if you have fair credit, like let's say you have a 580 or above in credit score, that's really fantastic. The cool thing about Service is that they pay attention to business credit. But even if you don't, if you don't have, let's say you don't establish, you don't have a stable business credit history, they will still work with you as long as you are able to, let's say, establish a relationship with them. Okay, with Service. So they will love you to be with them for at least 3 months before you can apply for a business line of credit. And what I want to say also is that to actually get membership into Service, you don't have to really do a lot. Basically, if you are affiliated with the military, that's fine. Or if you are a member of their select employer groups, you can also qualify, or you can become a member of the American Consumer Council. So this is a great way to actually join Service Credit Union this year. And to join to get a business line of credit, you just have to become a member. It takes about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And once you're in, they will look at your financials, your business financials, to give you the amount of money that you are requesting. Remember, the maximum here is $250,000. If you are looking for a PenFed, let's say credit business like business line of credit alternative, I want you to think about CCU this year. CCU is kind of similar to PenFed in the sense that CCU is available nationally. Okay, now PenFed doesn't really provide any business line of credit, but CCU does, Consumers Credit Union. So that's what CCU stands for, Consumers Credit Union. So if you have fair credit, they will work with you, not a problem. Okay, now CCU actually has, when it comes to a business line of credit, they actually have two options. They have unsecured business line of credit, and they also have secured lines of credit. So you have to see what works for you. If you want to reduce the APR that you are paying on the business line of credit, you can go with a secured line of credit. That way, you are collateralizing the line of credit, and they'll give you probably a rate like a single digit. But if you want unsecured business line of credit, also that's totally fine, not a problem. Okay, and CCU actually will give you a maximum of $150,000 on the unsecured business line of credit. So, but if you want to secure the line of credit, you can get a maximum of 1 million, depending on the value of the underlying assets that you want to collateralize. Okay, and becoming a member of CCU is pretty fast. Also, you just need to join the Consumers Cooperative Association, which allows you to qualify for Consumers Credit Union membership at the business level, but also at the personal level. Okay, you just need to pay there's a one-time fee of $5, but CCU will reimburse you later on, so that's really fine. But the actual process to get your business line of credit takes about 1 to 3 days actually. So CCU is not really the fastest when it comes to getting a business line of credit, but once they actually get you into their system, they are really good when it comes to renewing your business line of credit. So if you need more information, just contact them at 847-672-1222. 888, okay? Or you can email commerciallending@myconsumers.org. If you want to have a Penfed credit union like a business line of credit alternative this year, I want you to think about ACU. ACU is kind of similar to Penfed in the sense that you can actually qualify for membership no matter where you are at. So the geography doesn't matter, your profession doesn't matter. So ACU is open to everybody. Okay, you have ways to actually get what you want real fast through ACU. ACU stands for America's Credit Union, and their business line of credit actually will top the maximum here is $250,000. So a quarter of a million. So if you want to really get the business line of credit through them, make sure you have a minimum 580 in FICO score. And if you have a business credit score that's like above 80, that's fine too. But they do not really pay attention to business credit score unless it's really low. Okay. Now the application with when it comes to getting a business line of credit through ACU, everything happens at the branch or over the phone. Unfortunately, you can't do it online. Okay, they don't have the foundation yet to actually make that happen. So you have to really walk to a branch or to talk to someone on the phone. But once you're actually in the system, they're really fast too. They'll give you the cash you need after reviewing your application, reviewing your financials, your business financials, and that's really what it is. So if you have any question, just call 253-591-6881. 253-591-6881. And by the way, anybody can join the ACU, not a problem. So membership is open to everybody. And what I want to say here is that you are able to, once you can actually apply for a business line of credit after applying for membership on the same day. So you don't have to wait for 24 hours or wait for 1 month, or because some credit unions have they have restrictions. They want you to wait for, let's say 1 month or 3 months or even 6 months after getting membership before you can actually apply for a business loan or a business line of credit. But ACU doesn't have that. If you're looking for a Penfed fair credit business line of credit alternative, I want you to really think about Fairwinds this year. So Fairwinds is kind of similar to Penfed in the sense that, again, you can become a member no matter where you are at in the country. So it doesn't matter your state, your city, your location, whatever. Okay, and when it comes to Fairwinds, you have business lines of credit, but you can really be approved within 24 to 72 hours. So that's really good in terms of flexibility. Okay, and you can use the cash for anything you want. As long as you apply with a FICO score minimum of 580, you are able to get the cash within 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours. Okay, and you can use the cash to purchase inventory, materials, or equipment, or you can even finance accounts receivable. So let's say you are in an industry that's very competitive. You see opportunities all the time. You see business opportunities, and you just want to have some cash on the side. So Fairwinds will help you out. And Fairwinds, their limit for business lines of credit goes from $100,000 all the way to $250,000. So they don't have let's say a fixed limit. They will look at your financials. They'll look at your business history. They'll look at your location, and they'll look at trends in your industry and also your relationship with Fairwinds to actually set your initial limits. Okay, the longer, that's a good thing. The longer you are with Fairwinds, the more money they will be able to give you to sort of help you finance your activities. Okay, that's important because if let's say you need a business line of credit for like $100,000, Fairwinds can help you out. They have the resources for it, and what really helps also is that if you have a business plan, that can really help big time. So you don't have to really provide all kinds of financials. But if you have a business plan, it doesn't have to be a pretty comprehensive business plan. If you have, let's say, a little bit of details, that can help you big time, especially if you are trying to get the line of credit real fast. If you're looking for a Penfed fair credit business line of credit alternative, I want you to think about BECU. And BECU is a great institution, kind of similar to Penfed in terms of customer service, in terms of let's say geographic coverage. So BECU actually, when it comes to membership, they want you to be located on the northeast, not sorry, northwest. But the thing is that if you're not in Washington State or you're not in California, for instance, they will still work with you as long as you actually qualify through another channel. So you're donating to a charity that they are sponsoring. That's really good. Okay, so if you're looking for a business line of credit, BECU will give you a maximum of $100,000. So this is for an unsecured line of credit. So if you're looking for an unsecured line of credit, maximum here is $100,000. But the cool thing with BECU is that they're really fast in terms of releasing the funds. So once you're approved for the business line of credit, you'll get your cash within 24, sometimes even 12 hours. Okay, but 12 hours if you do have an existing relationship with BECU. Now, BECU does have a few industries they like to finance, so it's a long list. But basically, industries that are very, let's say, household industries, if you will, like restaurants, hospitality, healthcare, and what have you. You know, they will finance those industries a lot faster. So, but if you have, let's say, a quote unquote niche industry, then you can't really get your line of credit real fast from BECU. So it really depends on the industry you're in, but also depends on how you go about applying for the business line of credit. So there is actually an online form if you want to apply for a business line of credit. Okay, and but that's only applicable if you are looking for $50,000 or less. But if you want more than $50,000, you need to actually complete an entire form, and this is the business loan application form. But the cool thing is that the starting APR with the business line of credit at BECU depends on how much you want. So if you want 2,500 to 10,000, they'll charge you 10.75% APR. If you're looking for 10,000 all the way to $100,000, they will charge you 10.35% APR. If you're looking for a business line of credit from a credit union similar to Penfed this year, and you have fair credit, I have good news for you. I want you to really consider American Heritage. So American Heritage is a great institution to actually do business with, especially because they allow you to get things done a lot faster. So, but they're not as generous as the other business lines of credit. So they will give you a maximum line of credit of $50,000. So business line of credit, $50,000 through American Heritage. But the cool thing is you can use the line of credit to finance short-term working capital, on-demand equipment purchase, or utilize for overdraft protection. And the cool thing is you are able to borrow funds on an as needed basis, and the funds are repaid. Okay, the funds that are repaid are available for borrowing again and again and again and again. Of course, up to your credit limit. So something to really think about. Okay. Now, one thing I want you to really pay attention to with American Heritage is that you have with their business line of credit, there are no origination or annual fees. You have fixed monthly payments in case you set it up that way, and you do have a fast approvals. So they will approve you within 12 to 36 hours. That's pretty fast compared to all the other credit unions we have actually covered into this conversation. Okay. And one thing I want you to really remember also is that American Heritage is going to look at your business history to see whether or not you are an acceptable risk. Okay. So basically, membership is open to everybody, that's for sure. But when it comes to big business lines of credit, they want to make sure that you really meet certain criteria to actually qualify for funding. So the cool thing is that you are able to get approved real fast, and the funds are released within 24 hours. So fantastic. Another institution I want to share with you when it comes to credit, let's say a business line of credit from a credit union with fair credit is NIHFCU. And NIHFCU is kind of similar to Penfed in the sense that they are basically like they're open to everybody. Okay, when they started a few years ago, they were only catering to the healthcare industry, but lately they have actually revamped their business model. Now they're open to everybody, all kinds of businesses in healthcare, but also outside of healthcare. So that's really good because it really opens up a lot of opportunities for a lot of entrepreneurs, and you can really get a business line of credit at NIHFCU to actually do a lot of things. You can help manage cash flow. You can grow or start your business. You can purchase equipment. You can purchase or refinance real estate. Okay, and you are able to get things done a lot faster. So that's pretty good. And the maximum line of credit you can get is actually it goes from $50,000 all the way to $350,000. So that's really good. And on top of that, you are also able to, when it comes to the business line of credit and NIHFCU, you can get a working capital line of credit, or you can have a normal business line of credit. Okay, here you have lines of credit that goes from $100,000 all the way to $350,000 if you are going with working capital. And so you are able to if you want to know more, it's just better to talk to a specialist. Okay, you want to talk to an NIHFCU specialist. They are available at 301-296-2534. Let me say that again. So you have a 301-296-2534. That's pretty good, and you are able to get approved within 24 hours. Now, one thing I want to say here is that NIHFCU actually they cover the whole country, so it doesn't matter where you are at. It doesn't matter what industry your business is in. It doesn't matter when you applied for a membership. You can be approved, of course. For them to actually give you the funds related to the business line of credit, they have to see your financials. They have to see your business credit. They have to see your personal credit. And so personal credit 580. That's the fair credit sort of floor. They have to really look at. That's the minimum. Okay, but they will approve you once everything checks out. They'll really approve you, not a problem. So there's nothing really complicated here. In terms of APR, you can expect to pay somewhere from 10% all the way to 17.74%. So it really depends on your business credit history. It also depends on your personal credit history to actually to see how much you will actually have to pay in the end. So, but overall, fantastic. So, in closing remarks, in today's conversation, I spoke to you about PenFed, fair credit, business line of credit alternatives. And those are you have Service Credit Union, Consumers Credit Union, you have America's Credit Union, Fair Winds, you have also a BECU, you have American Heritage, and finally you have NIHFCU. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.